here's a game that I bet. Another game where I'm like, why is this line not moving more? Which makes me a little nervous. Notre Dame at North Carolina. I took North Carolina -1 and -1.5. No, well, I saw what I needed to see last week with this Notre Dame offense in a smash spot against Cal at home. Like after a home loss to Marshall, they still can't do anything. And now you're playing a bad North Carolina defense, but North Carolina, it's a great spot for North Carolina. North Carolina's coming off of a bye, so you hope that they address some of the defensive issues. And they also are going to get two starters back from injury. Their right tackle, Spencer Rowland, and then their three technique defensive tackle, Miles Murphy, who I think both matter. And they're coming off a bye. They have revenge for the big core group of these guys have revenge for the past 2 years when they lost to Notre Dame. Notre Dame limited time to prepare, going on the road. And I think that it's as simple as we've seen Drake May absolutely roast whenever he's been out on the field this year. And he's looked tremendous. I think he's top 5 quarterback efficiency. And just go watch him. You could just tell he passes every single eye test. And we had a lot of questions about this offense coming into this year. And I don't any longer. It's still the defense. And I don't know, a couple hours ago, Josh Downs, one of the best receivers in the country who hasn't been playing, tweeted the Arnold Schwarzenegger gif, "I'm back." He's back in the mix now. It's like I don't. This Notre Dame offense is inept, and I'm not even sure that they can take that much advantage of a North Carolina defense that's been completely garbage. So I think the spot, the matchup, the injury situation, it's all North Carolina. But this line is holding pretty steady.
Yeah, shocking, right? I mean, North Carolina is getting everything from sharps, squares, Joes, any grandmas with money. It doesn't matter. Everybody's on North Carolina in this game. And I personally think that you should be on North Carolina in this game. If you're going to have these two defenses, which are outside the top 100 in so many categories, like North Carolina is near dead last in defensive finishing drive. So if Notre Dame get past the 40, they're going to get points, probably a touchdown on the board. But at the same time, the Notre Dame defense has been worse than expected. We thought this was going to be an elite defense after what they did with the 2-high shell against Ohio State. And all you've seen is outside the top 100 in havoc, outside 114th in line yards, 121st against the rush. They've been terrible on defense. And it's not just against Ohio State, it's other teams that have roughed them up. So I think if you're going to look at this thing being a shootout against two defenses that are completely underperforming, why would you not take the one that has the more explosive and more efficient and the better success rate? And all those things point to North Carolina. And yeah, Notre Dame has a very high special teams rating. The number 1 team in the nation in SP plus special teams is North Carolina. So I'm with you. Downs is playing. I don't understand why this number's not moving. If you want to insert, Admiral Akbar from Return of the Jedi saying it's a trap, fine. We don't use terms like that in Narrative Street here on this podcast, but I don't understand why the line's not moving, Stuck. I really don't. No money down on it yet, but that's the side I would play.
Yeah, I think the thing that gives me, ultimately I don't care. I already played North Carolina, just an observation. But the thing that gives me, that worries me a little less about this line moving is Notre Dame. I got Marshall +21 against Notre Dame on game day. It was at 19 during the week, like it steamed up. How about against Cal? What was that line down to? 9? It closed at 13.5. So there's people out there that still like this Notre Dame team inexplicably.
Do they have any money left?
Yeah.
Do they have any money left?
We'll see. I love, maybe they'll steam Notre Dame maybe Notre Dame will move to -3. We can get UNC +3.